Addiction Palette 8 tutorial. Look at those colors. First, we are going to use the Moodstruck Brow Liner in the color Dark. It has a very thin point, so you can get really, really precise lines and also create those hair-like strokes. So I create the baseline underneath and up through the arch, bring it down, and then connect the two together to make that tail, and then bring it forward and lightly start to fill. And I have to extend mine a little bit further, so I just kind of fluff to make little hair strokes first, and then use that spoolie to kind of blend everything out. And then if I need to, go back in. Then we got to take our Marquisette Skin Nourishing Concealer and cut those bad boys out. Get them super fierce and super crispy. Plus, you can clean up any of those spots that you need to and use it as a little bit of a primer for your eyeshadow. I'm using the cream shadow brush right now to apply this, but another great option is the flat end of the Brow Artist brush. Taking that blending bud, just make sure to work it all in so that you have an even surface for you to start your eyeshadow look. Without setting your concealer or eye primer on your eye, you are going to take that amazing, it's literally called amazing, green eyeshadow color, and you're going to work it all over the lid right up until the crease. Start to kind of pack it on a little bit. I am using the deluxe brush just so I can pat it on a little bit more so than move it from side to side. Then, taking a brush that has absolutely no product on it, we are just working it back and forth, little circular motions to kind of blend out that line where that dark color ends and the wide open space begins. This is where you have to just trust the process and blend, blend, blend. You're about to see the fear in my face. Next, we are moving in. I had a hard time deciding which color we were going to do, but we went with the more mustardy looking yellow color called Upbeat, and taking a larger, fluffier brush, I began working that on top of the crease area where we kind of blended out some of that green and just kind of kept adding to it. And you can tell I was still feeling really, really unsure about how this eye look was going to turn out, but I was committed to it for y'all, and I had to just keep on going. And then just kind of going back and forth between the green and the yellow until I got it to a place where I thought it looked really good. Also, don't forget to bring some of that green as well as some of that yellow down below just to kind of smoke out your lower lash line. Then taking a little bit of that Marquisette concealer, put a tiny, tiny amount right there on the lid, and then pat it in with the cream shadow brush just to create a base. And then we're going to go in using my ring finger or even your pinky. We're going to take that bronze jovial color and just kind of start packing it on until you get it where you want it. And then from there, you can take your green again with a more precise brush and just kind of make sure that everything's nice and blended together. And then I took a little bit of my concealer up under the brow as well, like tiny, tiny, tiny amount, just because I really wanted that light pop under there and I felt like I had lost it. And then we're going to put on a little under eye concealer, and I'm actually just going to use a bigger eyeshadow brush that's a little fluffier and just blend that in and just kind of buff it into the under eyes. It works really, really well for my under eye lines and fine lines and wrinkles just to make sure that it's all together. So that is our gorgeous look. I finished it off using the 4D mascara as well as the twisted mascara and the lash primer.